folks, welcome aboard the channel. I'm Don. I am doing a quasi makeup video. Not that I needed to necessarily. It's just that Montauk Ed had made a gift to the channel for me to do Crystal Shawanda's song, which I did yesterday or the day before, depending on when this posts. And the sound, for some reason, came out a little echoey in the camera. So I swapped out cameras, I did a few different things, and now hopefully everything works well. But I just felt bad that it wasn't like up to my normal standards, even though it was okay, but it was different. So he gave me this, so I reached out to Ed and he said, I'll take you up on that, Don. And he said, Cooper Allen's song, Let Her Talk. I do not think I've done anything by Cooper Allen, but Ed knows the landscape. He just, like Jeff Capter, like knows all these esoteric or independent artists and such that I'd not heard of. So, courtesy of Montauk Ed, here we go. Let her talk.
She comes home, pours some wine, kicks her shoes off, sits down next to me. It's been a hell of a day, she says to me. And here I go again, thinking, how can I step in, save the day, solve the problem? But us guys, sometimes we gotta let her talk, let her cry, let her get it off her mind, be a rock, be a shoulder. Don't say a word, just hold her. Don't forget to be a friend. Give her space to know just when to pull her in a little closer.
Nice.
Yeah, you gotta know that you can't fix it all, but you can let her talk.
That's great advice.
I got it wrong so many times, thinking I always had to have all the answers, like I had to be some kind of expert. But most times all it takes is for me to just sit and wait. Don't make a joke, don't try to kiss her, don't cut her off. Yeah, just listen.
I don't know how many more of these types of songs you have in your arsenal, Ed, but you knew I was going to love this too, because this is life coaching 101, basically. In fact, they don't come, we think that the women are coming to us for the solutions. They're bringing it to us and we're going to fix. That's not why they're coming to us. They'll fix their own problems. They'll deal with them. They can. They just want you to listen. It's just part of, you get older and you don't have to be the solution man. You're not the general manager of the universe or even of her. But I love this. Just don't try to move in for a kiss. Just listen.
Talk, let her cry, let her get it off her mind, be a rock, be a shoulder. Don't say a word, just hold her. Don't forget to be a friend. Give her space to know just when to pull her in a little closer. Yeah, you gotta know that you can't fix it all, but you can let her talk. And it seems so simple now, but it took me so long to figure it out. Let her talk, let her cry, let her get it off her mind, be a rock, be a shoulder. Don't say a word, just hold her. Don't forget to be a friend. Give her space to know just when to pull her in a little closer. Yeah, you gotta know that you can't fix it all, but you can let her talk.
People want to be understood. They don't want to be fixed. And the heart is there. The women see it when we're trying to fix things, but it's frustrating. And you acquire patience over time as a guy. A good guy will, a smart guy will, a guy that's connecting with his woman will acquire patience and listen. And then maybe make a suggestion here or there, or just try to identify with what she's saying. That's it. You don't need to do much more. If she wants you to fix something, she'll tell you. You don't have to worry about it. Believe me, she doesn't necessarily want you in her business. She wants you to know about her business. If she's got a colleague that's a whack job, or a boss, or the traffic, or whatever the issues are, her family or something like that. But just understand it. I've been saying this for decades, and I say it, I've written it, I forget which works, but a number of times. People don't need to be agreed with. They don't need to be fixed. They just want to be understood and still loved. So going into fix-it mode as much as, yeah, all right, you'll make that phone call, you'll set that one straight or whatever, that's not what she's there for. That just adds additional pressure to her situation that she's already feeling. And we guys talk more in terms of what we're thinking. Women talk more in line with what they're feeling. And so it's two different things, but just understand what she's feeling. And then you can have your dinner and move on with the night. So Ed, yep, you did it again. And this is really good advice. This is good marriage advice. Just back off, dude. If she wants you to fix something, she'll tell you. Believe me, if something's not working or whatever, it's in your wheelhouse where you can address it, she'll put it on your honey-do list. Right, Dan? Sigurdsson? All right, I'll rate this. I like the instrumentation. I liked his cadence, too. Oh, gosh, who do you remind me of a little bit? It wasn't Billy Currington. It was definitely a Nashville artist. But even though this was not, this actually could have been played on Nashville radio, but I don't consider this pop. I would consider this more along the lines of just good advice. I don't know if he's a Texas artist, but it sort of had that rock flair to it. So, all right, I gotta be true to the number that popped into my head. And I know some of you are thinking that that would be an 8.9, so I'm throwing you a curveball. The number that actually popped into my head was a 9.0, because I had this goofy grin on my face, and I could live probably the first 30 years of my 20 anyway, until I learned, just shut up. Just shut up, Don. And not just shut up for the sake of like zoning out, but for understanding. That sort of connection is beautiful. All right, Ed, I know you've got that in your life, or you wouldn't have suggested that to me. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.